Amazing. Well, I'm Tessa with MamasGeeky. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Of course. Nice to meet you, Tessa.
Oh, so lovely to meet you. I loved this movie so much. I feel like these movies just keep getting better and better and better. So what do you think it is about Sonic, about these movies that just is resonating with so many people?
I think it's just a really great mixture of just fun, the family and friendship component. I mean, just some of our thematics, which I think people really can connect with in a very, sort of grounded way. And then you've got all these great, these super powered characters that you get to do cool action and design these big sort of bombastic set pieces and just visit every corner of the world. And it's just colorful and fun and energetic. And then the cast. I mean, it just to be on a third film. I was at the premiere last night, and I'm looking at this incredible cast, which now we're welcoming. Keanu Reeves as Shadow, and it's just unbelievable. It is truly surreal, and I feel so fortunate to have this opportunity to tell these stories on the biggest stage imaginable.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about this, I mean, I love everything about this movie, but Jim Carrey playing opposite Jim Carrey is hilarious. Can you talk about like how that came about, that decision?
Oh, well, I mean, a lot of the blueprints were there just from the origins in the game. I mean, Gerald Robotnik is like a carbon copy of Ivo. He's just older. He's got a white mustache. So seeing those visual sort of parallels, it was like, what if we just asked Jim to play two characters? Like he's so talented. I mean, he makes everything look so easy. But yeah, like I mean, he's so great at disappearing, beneath makeup and prosthetics and so no, we had that was one of the first conversations we had. Obviously, that was a big decision we needed to make very early. Fortunately, Jim loved it. He was excited by it. Getting to explore and build out the Robotnik family tree was just something that was very appealing to him. So fortunately, he said yes, and off we went.
I'm so glad because he had said for a second there he was going to retire. I was like, don't you dare do that.
He's having too much fun to retire. I never believed that for a second.
I love it. Something I loved about this movie too is that, it kind of plays with that idea of like if one little difference in your life, something goes a little differently, your whole trajectory of your life could be different. So, would you say there's anything maybe that's happened in your life that you think if it went a different way, maybe you wouldn't be doing this today?
No, it's very interesting. And I certainly I feel like I was at a crossroads in high school. I was an art kid. I loved movies, but I was from the Midwest. I had no inroads to Hollywood or really no idea how to even go about any of that. And so I felt like there was a moment where I just didn't have a clear path. And then fortunately, Hollywood delivered in the form of Jurassic Park and Toy Story. And suddenly I saw this like emerging field of visual effects of digital, computer animation and all this. And I was so excited by it. I was like, this is what this is it. This is what I want to do. And to be here now, all these years later, and to making these types of movies where I get to work with, amazing actors like Jim Carrey and our wonderful cast, but also get to sort of do Sonic and create these digital characters. It's like the chocolate and the peanut butter. It's the best of both worlds. So it's really incredible.
Well, I love it. I'm so glad you went down this path because we love these movies. I brought my 11 and 13-year-old daughters last night and they read the comics, they know all that. So they were freaking out, as you can
Oh, that's
imagine.
great. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. That's so
Well,
cool.
yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you. Appreciate the support.
Thank you.
Bye.